first things first, we're gonna make our brine. Alright, in a bowl, get a little bit of paprika, pepper, a little bit of salt, and some hot sauce. Now it doesn't matter what hot sauce you use, just use whatever you got, you know what I'm saying? Now add your buttermilk and we're gonna mix it on up until it gets something like this. Now we're gonna get our chicken tenders and just toss it into the brine. He didn't wash his chicken. Listen, we're gonna fry these at 400 degrees. If a bacteria survives 400 degrees and kills my ass, bro, I deserve that shit. We're gonna let it marinate overnight, and once you're ready to fry, take it out and let it vibe out on the side for a little bit. To make our batter, all it really is a couple cups of flour, pepper, salt, some paprika, and mix it on up until it gets something like this. We're gonna take our chicken and dip into the flour, and like your friend 1 week after breaking up with their ex that you hate, they're gonna go back into the brine and then back into the flour, you know what I'm saying? Now set it to the side and let the batter really become one with the chicken. Repeat the same steps until you're done. Alright, once you have all your chicken ready and a whole shitload of plates to wash, we're gonna make our fries. Alright, and to be healthy, we're gonna bake them instead of fry them. Spray your tray with some cooking spray, get your fries, open them up, throw it on there. Can somebody tell me why my fries are longer than a 12-hour shift, bro? This shit not right. Okay, preheat your oven to 425 degrees, throw your fries in there, and we're just gonna set a timer for 30 minutes. Now for our sauce, all we really need is some cayenne pepper, some brown sugar, garlic powder, paprika, and some chili powder. Now I'm an idiot and I forgot the chili powder. Just imagine it's there. I also forgot to buy some Cajun powder, so I had to make it from scratch, alright? But I figured out that Cajun seasoning is pretty much all the spices you have within a 10-foot radius. Just combine them together and they should look something like this. We improvising. Alright, take out your fries, eat one for quality control. Now throw them into a bowl along with our bootleg Cajun seasoning, and there you go. We got our Cajun fries. Now to fry our chicken, put some vegetable oil into a pot at 400 degrees and fry them for about 8 to 10 minutes. And repeat the same steps until all your chicken is done, alright? Don't look at the burnt part. We're gonna get our chicken seasoning, throw a little bit of oil in there, and there you go. We got our sauce. Now that you have your fries, your sauce, and your chicken, we're gonna serve with a slice of brie. Brush your sauce onto the chicken, and this shit is low-key sexy. You gonna make me act up. Aha. Chicken on, a little bit of fries, and some parsley. Now I was gonna make a Raising Cane sauce, but I figured that it has ketchup in it, and if there's one thing that I hate in the world, it's ketchup, alright? If it were a human, I would throw hands at that motherfucker. And there you go. I pretty much made this recipe before, but I wanted to try it out with tenders instead, you know what I'm saying? Yo, who do I shout out? Yo, shout out Nashville, man. My favorite country music singer is Lil Nas X. Until next time, bye. First off, get yourself some chicken. I'm using just regular chicken thighs, but you can use whatever you want. Then we're gonna cut off the unnecessary fat like how we cut off the negative people in our life. Okay, once you do that to one piece, do it to the rest of the chicken. I'm using about 4 thighs today. Now in a small bowl, we're gonna get some pepper, salt, garlic powder, paprika, and onion powder. Now shake everything on up and you're gonna end up with something like this. Now season your chicken generously. I saw a girl on YouTube make chicken with no seasoning and that shit came out the oven looking like a wet sock, alright? Now we're gonna get some green beans, and people were coming on my neck for microwaving my vegetables, but look what it says in the back. We're gonna microwave for about 2 minutes and we're gonna get it halfway cooked. Now set the stove to medium low, put some olive oil in, a little bit of butter, and as soon as the butter melts, you're gonna put your chicken in, skin facing down so that the skin can crisp up. Now that all your chicken's in there, we're big chillin'. Set a timer for about 8 minutes, get some garlic cloves, and we're gonna cut it up. Now some dude on Twitter asked me to cut some fresh parsley. I don't know if this is kink, but here you go, bro. I got you. Parsley done. Now cut a lemon in half. We're gonna use this for later. Flip your chicken over. Oh shit, the skin is more crispier than some new Air Forces. Yeah. Now top your chicken up, and we're gonna take the chicken out when it's 165 degrees or higher. Now if you don't have a thermometer, just make sure the meat is all the way white through. Melt some butter into the pan, and now we're gonna get our garlic and parsley. We're just gonna throw both of them in there, and we're gonna mix to create our garlic butter sauce. Now we're gonna check on our green beans, and what the fuck is that? Yo, that's the expiration date from the bag and then transfer to my bowl. Bro, I'm about to go James Charles. Y'all gonna hear from my lawyer. Toss your green beans into the pan and you're gonna flip them around. After a while, they should look something like this. Now get half of the lemon that you cut earlier and we're gonna squeeze just a little bit of juice inside. Now mix everything up and we're gonna add some chicken stock, about half a cup, and we're gonna wait until everything simmers down. Now after a few minutes, we're gonna put our chicken back in. Now don't look at my chicken, motherfucker. It might be a little burnt, but everybody has imperfections, and imperfections are what makes us beautiful. Add some parsley. Now transfer our green beans into the plate, then goes the chicken. Serve with a slice of lemon. Make sure the sticker's still on it like a new Aero snapback so people know it's fresh. Get the garlic butter sauce in the pan and pour it all over your chicken. Are we going stupid? And there you guys have it, a quick $5 meal. Save your money and spend it on something smart like maybe some new shoes, or maybe subscribe to some OnlyFans accounts. Who knows? Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hope you're big chillin'. Bye. First things first, we're gonna get ourselves some yellow onions and we're gonna dice them into little pieces like so. Alright, cool. And now we're gonna get ourselves a big ass bowl, and in that bowl we're gonna put in some ground beef and some sweet Italian pork sausage. We're gonna cut our sausage in half and we're only gonna use the meat part and throw the rest away. Bitch, I can't even speak right now. Alright, we're gonna throw in some breadcrumbs, some fresh parmesan, some ricotta cheese, throw it in there, some fresh parsley, crack an egg in there, and honestly we use a lot of seasoning for these meatballs. Some milk, I know, random, some onions, this big ass garlic, grated in there, and what are we, oh, we're gonna finish it off with some salt and pepper. Now I wish a motherfucker would comment, oh, he didn't use enough seasoning. Bitch, try me. Alright, we gotta calm down. We're gonna take our meat mixture and turn them into meatballs. We're gonna want our meatballs to be around the size of a golf ball because if they're any bigger, they're gonna take hella long to cook. Alright, we're gonna take our meatballs and brown them in some olive oil and high heat so that they can develop a nice and crusty outside. Make sure you don't skip this step, alright? Look at our balls. They're beautiful. Now scrape out any burnt remains from the pot. Now throw in your onions and season with some salt, pepper, and chili flakes. Mix them around and we just wanna see a little color on our onions, you know what I'm saying? Throw in our garlic, a little bit of olive oil, and we're just gonna saute them until they become fragrant. Now it's time for our tomato paste. Throw it in there, and what we want for it is to be slightly brown. Then add some crushed tomatoes. A tomato flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess. Frank, get out. Oh my god, always bothering me and shit. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna add some oregano, parsley, and some basil. Mix it on up, and once your sauce starts beatboxing, we're gonna throw our meatballs into the sauce and let it simmer in the sauce for about 30 to 40 minutes. Now our sauce might look super thick right now, but don't worry because later we're gonna add some pasta water. Now you can take a break. JK, we had to make our spaghetti noodles. All you really have to do is take your pasta and throw it in some boiling salty water and cook it for however long your package tells you to. Once your sauce and your pasta is done, we're gonna take our pasta and throw it straight into the sauce. Now you might be thinking, damn Newton, that's a lot of pasta. Okay, and remember to add pasta water until you get your desired consistency. And there you go, that's pretty much a wrap. Now feel free to top it off with some pepper, some parsley. Okay, too much energy. Alright, tell me when to stop. Damn, you eat hella cheese. And there you go, that was some pescetti and meatballs, just like how grandma used to make. First of all, let's talk about the meatballs, alright? That shit was juicy, baby. And if you know me, you know I hate spaghetti, but honestly, I ate the whole plate and it was pretty good. Whenever your girl says, babe, can we go to Buca de Beppo? Be like, baby, I got you. Whip this up, and you're all good. Yo, big shout outs to the mob. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye. First things first, you're gonna want to get yourself some short ribs. Now you can just use whatever beef that you have available to you. You can usually find this cut of meat at a Mexican or an Asian market. And look at that marbling, bro. I almost had to take out a loan for this shit. Now we're gonna clean our meat by rubbing it paws, and you're gonna want to rub it so that you can take out the bone particles. Dump out the water, fill it back up, and we're just gonna let our meat vibe out while we prepare our marinade. Now get yourself about half an onion. We're gonna cut it up, toss it into the blender. A little bit of garlic cloves, just toss it in there. Cut up some green onions. We're gonna toss into the blender as well. And basically we added a lot of things, alright? We added some sugar, soy sauce, mirin, which is cooking seasoning, some orange juice, and a couple squirts of black sesame oil. Everything will be listed down below. Alright, now that everything's in there, we're gonna blend it up and it should look something like this. Now we're gonna drain our meat. Notice how it's colorless and lifeless, kind of like me after my exams. We're gonna pour our marinade on there, and trust me, right now it looks like doo-doo, but later on it's gonna be amazing. Let it marinate. We're gonna set a timer for 4 hours, and now we're back. To make our pasta, just boil up a pot of water, and we're just gonna add a little bit of salt in there. Now add your noodles. Today I'm using pescetti noodles, but honestly, you can just use whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Once the pasta is about al dente, we're gonna pour it out, and don't forget to keep some of the pasta water. Now we're gonna add as much butter as you want. Beautiful. We're gonna get some chopped garlic, toss it in there, and just mix it around. Now in goes our beautiful noodles, and we're just gonna get about 1/4 of a cup of pasta water and toss it in there as well. Now it's time for our seasoning. I use about 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and 1 tablespoon of white sugar. Mix that around, and we do not under season in this household. Alright, use a little bit of salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, and we're gonna add some hello parsley, my best friend. Alright, that's pretty much it, man. That shit was easy. Alright, we're just gonna mix it around so the parsley gets in there. It should look like this. Transfer into a bowl, and we're gonna get straight into our beef. Now in a pan at about medium heat, we're just gonna put some olive oil in there, and we're gonna cook both sides for about 2 minutes each. After a while, they should look a little bit something like this. And oh my god, can you see how beautiful our meat is? Alright, I said we got garlic noodles, we got barbecue. Hey, now I'm gonna cut my short ribs into little pieces so that it's easier to eat, and then finish off with some parsley. Yo, what the fuck? Was that Ariana Grande or something? That about wraps it up, guys. I'll be like smooth. Hey, can you teach me how to cook? This is honestly my favorite food to eat. If you're having a bad day, make this, and I promise you, this should be more effective than a therapist. A random person to retweet my videos gets a shout out, so shout out to Miss Camry. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.